Angry Migtau here, and white men won't take white women back. You know, there's this saying that we've all heard, perpetuated. It goes, once you go black, you don't go back. But the truth is that once a white woman goes black, they can't go back. Because white men don't want them anymore. This is something that a lot of people don't talk about, but it's the honest truth. Once they've, I don't want to put it in a wrong way, but they don't want them back. That's the honest truth. I talked about this subject a little bit in an earlier podcast, but I wanted to elaborate upon it. You know, women see men as utilities. They see men as utilities. They don't value anything that men do for them. And everything that a man gives to them, they feel like they deserve it. They feel like they're entitled to it. That's how women are. It's an unfortunate thing, but it's something that continues to happen. You know, something that Sane Man says, it's very true. It's never too early to go Migtau. It is never too early to go Migtau. I honestly think that it would be incredible if fathers could tell their sons when they're still very young about Migtau and let them know the reasons why. Hey, don't worry about girls. Don't worry about girls. You don't concern yourself with them. And explain to them what will happen using examples. For example, you say to your sons, you see your truck, you love your trucks, right? Yeah, you love your toys, right? Yeah, okay. If you don't stay away from girls, you're going to lose all your toys. The people who are in charge of our society, they're going to come and take all your toys away. They're going to take them all away and give them to the girl. That's what's going to happen if you don't stay away from the girls. If you don't go your own way. You got to explain it to children, because that's exactly how it's going to happen. Ace 1000KS 1975 says, I went in Migtau when I was 32 and I am 41 now. That's incredible to hear, Ace. A lot of people don't seem to understand that when you go Migtau, it changes you. It changes you in some really unbelievable ways. After I went Migtau, became a Migtau monk, I'll be honest, once you go Migtau, you can't go back. Once you really take the red pill and you bleed red pills, there's no going back. There's no going back. I can't even get myself to have sex with a woman. It's so hard because it's just like, I just don't want to. I don't want to have that misery. That's the honest truth. And a lot of men will realize as they go their own way that your life changes being a Migtau. Your perspective on life changes. You find happiness and enjoyment in your passion once you discover what that passion is and begin to pursue that passion. Migtau is such an interesting thing because it transforms your life in unforeseen ways. It brings you in a direction you would never have foreseen. It opens up doors to a world that you would never have expected to have existed. Migtau is such a beautiful concept. And it's something that women can never understand or ever truly appreciate because it's not for them. It was not designed for them. And for that reason, they can never, ever truly understand it or benefit from it. Because Migtau is a philosophy that puts men first, that has men put themselves first, and thereby leads to radical changes within our lives. That, my friends, is Migtau. That is what Migtau is capable of doing. That's Migtau. If you want to have a happy life, a life without a wife is the only life that you can choose. That's the honest truth. Women are miserable creatures. They bring nothing but misery, pain, and suffering to men. And consistently do this. I went out today, and it's been a really hard couple of months. It really has been. And I finally was able to do something for myself. I've been saving a little, and I got myself a PlayStation 4 Pro. I also picked up a new headset for you guys, which I wanted to record on. However, unfortunately, the headset I went to pick up, I asked for, I said I needed a headset that would work on my laptop, on my Mac. And I couldn't, there were some guys there were like 2 guys and 4 women working there. And I couldn't get to any of the guys because, of course, all the women in the store want the men to help them. So I had to deal with the women myself, and the female employees, and there were like 3 of them trying to figure out one issue, and there's something else I've got to talk about, guys. Like, this is so true. Like, men are a premium. Men are a premium. Like, I had a tech issue today. I needed to get a wireless headset that was compatible with my MacBook. And men are a premium. Men are a premium. You go into a store, if there's a man in there, a man is a premium. You have a ton of bottom feeder women, and you get stuck with a woman. And you know what's funny? The women don't want to deal with other women. When they have a serious problem and they're spending serious money, they want a man. So I could not even get to the guy because all the women were crowding the men. There was only 2 guys there. 2 tech guys, and then they hired like 4 females. And I ended up getting this headset that they claimed would work with my Mac because it said so on the box. But in reality, it's missing some vital components. It's missing the accessories that were connected to my laptop. So now I'm fucked. So I can't use it. So I have a couple of choices. I could return it. I could try using it on my PlayStation 4 and then maybe buy something else. Or I could try to buy the accessory that would allow it to work. However, I don't know. Don't know what I'm going to do. Because it took me so many hours just to go over there, just to get this, and then to find my way back home. So it really pisses me off. It was a really long day. And it's crazy. Men are a premium. Men are a premium. Just being able to talk to another man is a premium. And as things go to hell, white men in general, are going to be a massive premium. As more men go their own way, society is going to have to pay more for our labor. As men say, yeah, we're not going to do this crap job anymore unless you pay us really well to do it. Yeah, it's not worth it anymore. I can just move overseas, or I can live with a friend and I'll do all right. Hell, I'll move out to the mountains. That's what's going to happen. That's where we're headed. We're headed where men are just going to moving away from society. Literally turning their backs on society and saying that if society wants anything out of them, they're going to have to pay them a premium. My time is worth a premium. You want my help? You're going to pay a premium. Ladies, you need me? You're going to pay a premium. This is where it's headed. It's called supply and demand. As male scarcity sets in, and trust me guys, it is going to set in heavily, where there are not enough men to work in these corporations and productivity begins to fall. There are not enough men that are going into specific fields that women don't want to do. Electricians. Women don't want to work as electricians because it's not an easy job. You have to get into tight spaces. You can shock yourself. It's a dangerous job if you don't know what you're doing. Some guys will say, "Ah, no, being an electrician is easy." Maybe it's just common sense. You know, a lot of guys take for granted just how precious common sense is and how women often don't have it. Marie Curie is the same woman who died from radiation poisoning after her husband passed away because she did not bother to use protective material and handled radioactive material with her bare hands. This didn't happen when her husband was alive. But after he passed away, she started handling it with her bare hands because she just figured that it wasn't a problem. She didn't understand the concept of radiation poisoning, even though I believe she had a PhD in like nuclear physics or something. How do you get a degree in like nuclear physics and don't understand that radioactive material is dangerous? But that's women. They lack common sense. They lack the very basic cognitive capacity to make rational and coherent decisions. So now I'm stuck with a $70 headset. And I gotta figure out what I gotta do because I couldn't get to one of the prized men that would have known that it didn't include a kit. And I did my research on my own while I was there quickly. I quickly looked it up, but I didn't realize that they gave me the wrong one. They gave me the core edition. They didn't give me the normal edition, which had the accessories in it, so I could connect it to my computer. Gotta love women. Got to love women. I swear they're so good for nothing. I mean, gosh, they are good for nothing. They can't even open their legs and close their mouths. Not even that they could do right. They can't do a damn thing right. No wonder men are just so fed up with them and going their own way. Because what purpose, what value do they have in our lives? Absolutely nothing. Not a damn thing. As men, we give, and we give some more. And what do we get back? Not a damn thing. Because they only see us as utilities. They only see us as a piggy bank where they extract wealth from us. They can't even do a basic job. A basic job. Oh my gosh. You know, how many times have we all gone to McDonald's or gone to a fast food restaurant, specifically McDonald's, and they screw up your order, and it's usually women. And McDonald's isn't cheap. A burger will run you $5, $6, $7 for a burger. And then you you take your meal, you drive off, you look in the bag, and you're missing a burger. Or they gave you the wrong burger. You ordered a double quarter pounder and they gave you a McDouble. In a double quarter pounder box. Come on, guys. Women, they don't have any value. They don't have any value. They are not helpful. They're not useful to anyone, including themselves. But as things go to hell, they won't be able to go back. There's no going back for them. There's no redemption for them. There's no saving grace for them. Their time has come and gone. They've made their bed, and now they will have to lay in it. RT Gaming 1016 says, Angry Migtau, my sister is a cunt. She is trying to break up my father and mother because my father is controlling my mother's spending. My mom used to give sister all the cash. My dad likes me being a Migtau. Do you see that, guys? Do you see this? Look, his RT Gaming 1016. His stepfather, is suddenly impressed with his Migtau lifestyle. He was able to convince his stepfather to begin stocking up like a responsible man should on supplies, and realizing that they should keep money, secure some money just in case something happens. Now he's controlling the spending, the crazy spending of this kid's mother, who's a doctor, and his sister's in medical school. And she's crying her ass off because she can't get money anymore. She can't have all the money that she wants. And she was even threatening to get on a plane and leave because she wasn't getting the money she wanted. Tom McCormick says it best. Angry Migtau, women need men for survival. Men only need women for reproduction. That's it. I keep on using the example talking about fictional situations where they've explored the topic of what happens when an artificial womb becomes available. And in all of these situations, the women automatically vanish from the species. There are no more females. They are essentially... natural selection does away with them. Without the need for women to reproduce, they serve no purpose. They hinder the development of the species as a whole. And nature simply eliminates them as technology replaces their core function.